Hi there, I'm Laura from Usborne Books. I'm really sorry that I can't be there today. Sick bug in our family, so I thought I'd just do a quick video, show you some of the books that we've got. Obviously I was going to bring these and show you guys, but at least you can have a look for yourself. So I'll just scan over some of the ones that I've picked out that I think would be really good for the hospital. Take into account some of the things that you guys have said on your wish list. So just started at a few of these. This big book of The Body and How Your Body Works. They're both on special offer at the moment, 2 for $11.98, so you get a bit more for your money. I'll just do a quick flick through each one for you so you can see it. So nice simple texts. Lovely illustrations. And these have got 4 different fold out sections like that. I see large pictures. I apologise, this is going to be hard to do one-handed. So that's that one. How Your Body Works. Got quite a few different body books. Obviously I don't know, if you might want ones for different age ranges, or have a look and see what you think. So this one's obviously for a little bit older children. A bit more writing inside. So like I say, those two come together for it. You can buy them individually, but that one's $7.99 and that one is $9.99. So you get them both for $11.98 at the moment. I don't know if that offer will stay on, depending on when we do this, but obviously they're still good books. These ones are really popular. We sell a lot of these two. See Inside Your Body and Look Inside Your Body. Really, really similar. We have a See Inside range, so there's lots of others in this this range, and the Look Insides. See Insides are for your older children, Look Insides for your younger children. So you've got like Look Inside Your Body, Look Inside Trains, Look Inside Castles, and then you tend to have the same thing but See Inside, which is more difficult. So I'll just show you the difference. So look at the contents of this one. And the contents of this one is more basic, more your sort of Key Stage 1. But I love these. Your older one doesn't have quite as many flaps, but still has flaps to lift with information underneath. Your younger one has more flaps for them to lift and explore. I quite like, we've got like different sections, so kind of flaps within flaps, so you can really delve down into each section. These are nice hard pages as well, nice and thick. Both types have this. So See Inside and Look Inside, they're both really sturdy, so they'd be nice and hard wearing for the hospital. I picked this one up as well because we haven't got many that are like hospital books apart from this one and that story. So like I say, you might not want these anyway, but I thought I'll get them so you can have a look. So again, this is a Look Inside one. It's very similar to one I've just shown you, but it's quite nice because it does go through your different areas of the hospital and where you've got them and what you need. I don't know whether to turn that on. I don't want to be tipping your heads. That one opens right out. If you want any more on these, please let me know, or if you want to have any questions. But I just thought, seeing as I can't be there, I'm really sorry. At least you get to see the books a little bit closer than you can on the website. So feel free to have a look on there, and if I've said to Leah, if there's any that you see on there that you want to have a look at, if I've got them in stock, I can do the same thing that I'm doing now. My first body book, this is quite a new one that's just come out. So again, it's quite a simple text, quite a fun one. Bones, muscles, things like that. Just flicks, and I'm sure you probably don't want to sit here for hours. We do lots more of the lift the flap type books. I'm just thinking educational wise, so there are loads of these lift the flaps. We've got like science ones, world ones, weather. They start very basic, like this counting one where it is just numbers and you're lifting the flap and finding one of each object or 2 of each object, and it has a little quiz in the back which my daughter loves. This little one, we have to say how many's underneath, you count them and it gives you the number. But these go all the way through. There is fractions and decimals. I'm trying to think of all the different ones that we have now. Opposites. Just trying to think which ones I've got. Let me just have a look over here, just show you a few more. Opposites, fractions, science, the world. There's quite a few in that, dinosaurs. Quite a few in that range, but I'm just thinking teaching wise. Yeah, there are some good ones in there. A few other different types of books that we do. These two are quite popular from the sort of mental health side. So this was the original one that was done, looking after your mental health. Really lovely book for, I mean, slightly older children, or if, you know, you're doing it as a parent, you can read it with them. It just goes through different sections, different things that the children might be worried about or problems that they might have. So you can see with the sex and romance and that kind of thing, it's probably for slightly older children, but you've got, you know, quite a lot of different areas there that, you know, children might find hard, and it's a good little information book for parents to go to, or, you know, to read with their child. And what we found was this one was really, really popular, but because it was just a read and it wasn't so much of like a help book, well, like a, you know, activities to do, they bought this one out. This one's aimed at slightly younger children, but I still think younger children would need support with this. Your older children could have it as like their own little diary, and could fill it in themselves. So the Unworry book, very, very sort of similar thing, which just talks through worries, but it actually gives different, I apologise, my children are in the bath and, as I say, not very well. So it talks about emotions, the science behind it, different activities that you can do. There's quick links too. A lot of our books do have these Usborne quick links. So it will tell you on the website if they have them. And these, if you go to the website, it will give you more information and more activities to do around whatever the book is that you've got. So it's a good resource because it gives you different activities that you can do as well, making worry box. You've got a good mix of information and activities to do. So those two are quite good ones. This one I picked up because, obviously, like I say, I'm trying to find hospital ones. So we do these first experiences ones, going to the hospital, going to the dentist, going to the doctors, that kind of thing. We do them in these little minis for £2.50, or these slightly larger ones for £4.99, but exactly the same story inside them. So this one's about a little boy called Ben, and he's got problems with his ears. So he goes to the doctor, and then he has to go into hospital for an operation. This was with Fab, one of my customers asked for this, and she was like, I didn't realise it was going to be as good as this, because that's exactly what my son's going in for. He was going in for an ear operation, so this was fab. The Stephen Cartwright illustrations, so all the Farmyard Tale books, if you're familiar with those, really, really lovely illustrations. We do have other types of just, you know, your generic fiction books, so all sorts of different, you know, just like storybooks. You might want those in like the waiting rooms, or, you know, for your education, just for your reading books. Thinking of education and reading books, I keep flitting about, sorry, but I keep thinking about things. We do these like boxes of books. So if I show you the side, they're like reading libraries. So you have 4 different types of these. Start with the My Firsts, which are your simple books, and then go, like I say, 4 different boxes. These are $39.99, but you get either 50 books in it or 40 books, depending on, obviously the younger ones you get more because they're thinner, the older ones you get slightly less, but they're lovely. You know, for if you do have, you know, you want lots of books for not an awful lot of money to yeah, to have for your readers. And these ones as well, it's a phonics reader set, so if you can see in there, that's 2 packs together, but there's 20 phonics readers in there. And this offer's been on for quite a while, so I assume as long as there's stock, I've got a few of these in stock still. There's 20 books, $24.99, and these are brill because they go through all your phonic phases. So they'll start off with your basic phonics and then work through. Again, lovely simple text for them to read. I'm really sorry this is hard to do one-handed. Oh. It's got pull-out pages as well, if I can find one. There you go, look, that's got like a half page that comes out, but it's also got the, well, information in the back of how to segment your words, blend them. What is it that you need to look for? What do the children, you know, which words will the children not be able to sound out, and that kind of thing. So they're really, really good. I'm a big fan of those. We have things like these as well. Different dictionaries. We have science dictionaries, maths dictionaries. This is a grammar and punctuation one, which is good for teachers, but I think this is a nice simple one to actually, you know, your older children would actually be able to use this themselves, look up different grammar and punctuation that they don't know. For the general ones, we do these finger trail books. We do these in lots of different types, but they're really touchy-feely, so quite sensory. So you've got different things to feel, but then you've also got little flaps that you can turn over. And like I say, we do these in lots of different types. So you want to see those finger trail books on the website. These are quite nice question and answer ones. I love this. It's very popular. What is poo? But they do it in what are germs, what is sleep, and that kind of thing as well. Similar to the other lift the flaps, but just smaller versions. So you've got your information inside. I just thought your poo one's quite nice because, you know, everyone likes a bit of gross. So yeah, they're two similar books. You mentioned about sound books. We have the phonics ones that I showed you earlier. We actually have those in the Listen and Learns. So they look really similar to this, but it's the phonics stories that I showed you. And they're $9.99, but they talk through the stories. So they have these little sensors like this one. And when you press them, it reads the story for you. These ones are sound ones. So obviously garden sounds is garden sounds. I'm hoping you'll be able to hear these. Sound quality is really good. I think these are lovely. It's got some indentations and things for you to feel again. I mean, these are nice. We do a lot of the ones with the sound panels down the side, so they've just got the basic buttons to press. So we have lots of those, but I like how these are almost like the next step up because you've got to look and find the sensor to make the sounds. These ones are great because even though they are quite expensive, they're $12.99. They have an on-off button and you can replace the batteries. So, you know, quite hard wearing books that, you know, it's not like once the sound goes that you're stuck, you can replace them. These are just thought quite nice, these little pocket quiz books. I know you were talking about, you know, anything to take the guy's mind off when they're in the waiting room and things like that. So I thought, you know, these little quiz books are quite nice. And yeah, I have quite a lot of stock. I'll show you some of the other bits and bobs that I have. So please, if there is anything else that you would like to look at, please just let me know tomorrow and I will do my best to bob upstairs and do another video or whatever for you. Okay, I'm hoping that's helpful, guys. If you need anything else, please let me know. Alright, thank you. Bye.